Alright, so basically, I'm just arguing my character has reality manipulation, all sort of scams.
He has reality manipulation. What do you mean by reality manipulation?
I said sub-reality, but it's just saying that he can bring imagination into reality.
Any imagination?
The property that I'm just talking about, he bring reality into imagination, or imagination into reality. It's just the properties of winning. Do you know the analytics of it?
Hold on, wait. So just to be clear, so when you say that he can only, so when you say that what I'm talking about is that he can refer himself winning and he can bring that to existence, are you only solely referring to that, or you're referring to imagination as a whole?
What do you mean by? I don't see like a dichotomy between the two. I think they're going to be similar, identical.
Okay, so I'm saying like when you say that he can bring imagination to existence, right? Anything that he imagines, he can bring to existence. But here you're still claiming that if he imagines himself winning, that he can do so. So that's an argument saying that anything he imagines, that he can bring into reality. So what I'm saying is that if he imagines a contradiction, can he bring that into reality?
A contradiction, yeah. If you imagine if his brain capacity can like understand the contradiction, which is, let's say, for example, existing and not existing at the same time, I don't see a contradiction between why he cannot bring a contradiction into reality. That sounded so incoherent, but you should understand that.
Yeah, so that's what's in question here. So when you assert the claim that if his brain can actually understand the contradiction that he can bring into reality, I want proof for why he can bring a contradiction to reality and why can he exist and not exist at the same time? Because to not exist is meaning that you have no set properties. If you have no set properties, that means that you're not existing. This is what it means to not exist. If you
No,
have
yeah.
no set properties, you can't bring something else into existence. So that's why I'm questioning here.
No, D1, you didn't put it into question. You asked the question. You said, can he do this, that thing? And I told you I don't see no contradiction to why he cannot do this, that thing. So, like, you can provide an argument towards that.
Yeah, so when I say that I'm putting it into question, that's what I'm putting into question now. That's what I mean.
No, you didn't. Again, you didn't put nothing into question. You asked the question.
So let me reaffirm it just to be clear. So I'm asking you, why can he do this said thing?
You said, can he do this, that thing? Can he imagine a contradiction? And I told you, I don't
Uh,
see the reason to why he cannot, right? If he can imagine,
uh-huh.
if he has the brain capacity to understand that he can exist and not exist at the same time, if he understands linguistics or like the
Mhm.
structure of the language, then I don't see a contradiction to why he cannot bring something into reality or that said thing into reality. But that's
Okay.
not my argument. My argument is dependent upon winning.
Okay, so when I say why can he do this said thing, that is literally calling into question. I understand that you believe that you don't see no contradiction with the said thing, but I'm asking for proof for that said claim, right? Because all you're doing is asserting this said thing. I want proof for said thing.
Uh, Again, yeah, if you just ask the question or you just put into question, can he do this that thing? And I just say I don't see no reason to why he cannot do this that thing.
Oh
If
my
he can understand him existing and not existing at the same time, I don't see why he cannot bring that said thing into
God.
actuality. But
I'm
like
asking you
D1,
why.
wait, hold on, D1. But D1, I'm saying that's not my argument. My argument is dependent upon winning. If you're just saying can he do illogical things, that's not something I'm willing to like argue upon right now because I don't. That's not my argument at all. I think you're
Okay,
just
so no, I'm not shadow boxing because when you say that he can imagine himself winning, he can bring that to reality. That is the same thing as saying that whatever he imagines, he can bring it to reality. But then when I ask you, right, can he imagine a contradiction? Can he bring that into reality? You literally say that you don't see any contradiction with him doing said thing when I just explained to you the contradiction with that doing said thing. And then
no.
you're saying, well, that's not your argument now, but I'm just trying to nitpick the holes in your argument to try to show you why that reasoning is flawed.
Yeah, okay. I would put this in like propositional logic or like let some type of variable. So say if like Q is the ability itself bringing something into reality. I'm saying the P's are gonna be like unnecessary for Q to happen because Q is gonna be necessary because that said ability does exist. The P's for that Q is gonna be unnecessary. We just know that Q is just gonna happen, just bringing something into reality. Are you just saying that the fundamentals or the properties that they bring into reality, which is the P's, are gonna be contingent upon the Q existing? But I'm just saying that the Q is not gonna have no quantifier. The Q is just existing without the P's being like necessary for the Q to happen.
Yeah, and I'm actually why, Smoothie. I'm actually why is that the case or how that can happen.
Yeah, again, I'm saying if you agree that he has some reality or whatever, that's already the Q. That's already the necessary thing.
No, I'm not agreeing to that. That's why
Oh,
I
so
never
you're not
agreed to
agreeing
it.
to the very like the verbatim statements and verbatim entailments.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing to it. That's why I was. That's
Okay,
what I was trying to tell you the entire time.
okay, so like okay, you should have said that. But okay, so it says the ability to turn imagination into reality, also the ability to transcend imagination. If you use the synonymous words between transcend and ability to manipulate the said thing, manipulation and transcendent is going to be used interchangeable in this sentence, right? To transcend something, you have to manipulate it as something that you can transcend, and to manipulate it, you're not subjugated by the said thing that you're manipulating. Therefore, we can use this to be the case. There's also multiple evidence inside of the show to show that he can bring imagination into reality. For example, when he brought a hat, a baseball bat, and a paintball, not a paintball, but a paintbrush into reality via his imagination. That's the only context that we get it from. So there's no other, let's say, contingent context to say that he got it from somewhere else. We only can say that he got it from his imagination because the entailments and the verbatim statements.
Okay, so that's what we call begging the question. So since you're appealing back to the statement of him saying that he's bringing that into reality to say that, well, we know that he didn't get it from somewhere else because it's stated there. That's literally what we call circular reasoning. So I'm going to
Mhm.
ask you, how do you not know that this thing was already in reality itself? You're just going to go back to the statement where saying that we have evidence of him claiming that he brought it into existence. But that whole thing is questioning whether he's bringing this thing through his imagination or this thing is existing in the first place. But you made a lot of several claims here. I'm going to call out a shotgun, and we're just going to go one by one. So can you please address that first claim?
Oh, okay, so yeah, I don't have like no disagreements to that said thing already pre-existingly existing or whatever. I don't disagree with that because a paintball, a paintbrush, and something else can exist inside of reality. But I'm saying we didn't see him bring it from somewhere else. We've seen it. The only logical assumption that we can go off of is just the verbatim entailments, just that imagination shit. So I know what you're putting the verbatim entailments by saying that an imagination is not this, or he cannot bring forth imagination into reality. But I'm saying there's too many implications inside of the narrative to support this to be the case. I'm saying there's a supported by the animation that says that he transcends imagination. They're supported by the narrative inside of
Hmm.
the manga by saying he has the ability to manipulate my imagination. There's also
Hmm.
narrative implications to just show that he got something from nothing. The only logical assumption that we can go is just saying that he got it from his imagination because getting something from nothing it will be illogical.
Okay, so you just contradicted your own argument. So you're just saying that he got something from nothing, but you just claim
That's
that
not
he's
what I
bringing.
said.
Oh wait, let me be clear here. I didn't cut you off when you were going, so
You're
please
missing.
do the same thing. Yeah, I understand. I misunderstood your argument, but you could do that after I'm gone. You could point that out. But
Okay.
yeah, back to what I was saying. Right, you're saying that he couldn't get something from nothing. Just to be clear, correct?
Yeah, it would be illogical.
Okay, so thank you. So if you're claiming this thing is illogical, obviously this thing was already into existence because if he just imagines something and he just brings it into reality, that is literally him just pulling something from fucking nothing because you're claiming that this thing didn't exist at first, but he imagined it into existence, okay? But what I'm claiming here is that this thing could have just been existing in the first place, okay? You're just appealing back to saying that, oh, well, we have various statements from the narrative and various implications that's literally claiming that he brought this thing through his imagination, but all of those statements are into question here, right? Because all those statements could just be hyperbolic statements just to hype up Luffy's power and strength. So you would have no consistency here, even if you was claiming that there was multiple statements, because all these statements are getting put into question. If you can't validate any fucking statement and you just go back to another statement to try to validate it, that is also another form of begging the fucking question, right? So here, what you would need to do is you would need to actually show some external evidence other from the statements to actually justify that he's actually doing said claim. Because if you're just trying to build up a consistency here, but all the consistency is put into question, you can't actually validate it. There's no consistency to try to validate this fucking argument.
Okay, is that all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, after this, I think we should go to conclusions. But so you said I was begging a question. None of the premises is going to be assumed in a conclusion. I provided the reason to why the premises is going to be more probable to accepting a claim that you're just positing, which is going to be possible the contrary, right? I said it's going to be more probable to accept because all of the narrative implications by just stating they can bring forth imagination into reality, transcending imagination, verbatimly stated, and that the implications that he brought stuff from imagination to reality also didn't make the claim that he brought something from nothing. I said the said something that he brought it from is just going to be his imagination due to the narrative implications. I agree that you can try to put something into question. Hold on. I can agree that you could try to put something into question or whatever, but I'm saying that would not defeat the claim that I'm withholding, which is saying that my argument is just going to be probable because all of the narrative implications. You could try to put it into question all of those said claims, but you're just putting into question a bunch of claims that's going to hold narratively consistency.
Okay. So I don't even think I need to respond to that because my other argument already responded to that, and you just repeated the initial claim that you have a probability over what I'm claiming. But I literally explained to you why there would be no probability if you can't actually justify the statements. It doesn't matter how many statements you have of them saying the said thing. If all of them is claiming, I'm putting skepticism, right, giving alternate interpretations of why the said thing is being stated, that all these things could just be hyperbolic statements, and you're not actually justifying that these things aren't hyperbolic, and you're just appealing back to them being stated multiple times, right? You have no consistency, you have no probability. So no, we will not accept this quote unquote fake ass probability that you have because it's not a probability. I already explained that to you once again. Okay.
But yeah, wait. Wait, once again, D1. I'm the fundamentals of my argument is just going to be the verbatim statements and the verbatim entailments, but the basis for my argument is the verbatim narrative implications by showing that he did this said thing, and the only logical
Oh
assumption
my.
that hold on, the only logical assumption that we can't go off of is just hit the stuff that he's bringing forth into imagination is from his real. I mean, for the thing that
That's
he
a
brings forth
claim.
into reality is going to be imagination. I know it's a claim, that's why I'm stating it. But once again, I'm
Okay.
saying that my claim is going to have more probabilistic properties than yours, right? Because you're just saying it's possible the contrary. It's possible for this being theoretical or not theoretical or hypothetical or whatever. But I'm not hypothetical,
Hmm.
right? But you're saying that it's going to be hyperbolic, but I'm just saying it's not going to be hyperbolic due to all of the narrative implications and all of the verbatim statements. Like I know you can keep saying it's going to be hyperbolic, but obviously I disagree.
Okay, so I'm gonna resist this again. So once again, you keep claiming that this is the only logical assumption. That's just a claim. You can actually never be able to prove that because there's a lot of assumptions that you can literally have that is actually logical if we want to go through that. But you won't be able to point out that that's the only one, just to be clear. And secondly, like I stated before, there's no probability if you haven't actually justified the statements. You can have 20 statements about saying that a fucking dog fucked the cat. If you have no external evidence to actually justify why this thing is the case, you will not have any probability, no evidence of said thing. Then you're claiming, well, we have literally implications that's literally shown throughout the narrative that he's actually doing said claim. That is what's in question here, is whether he's bringing this thing into imagination. That is the thing that I'm questioning. You just keep reasserting the claim does not bring a likelihood towards your fucking argument. I keep explaining to you that said thing. So what you need to do here is actually prove that it's through his imagination, through actually not fucking sending these statements, which are all into question, which are already stated that all of them can be hyperbolic, which means that there's no consistency. You can't prove that they're not hyperbolic, and you just appeal back to saying, "Oh well, we have literally scenes where he do said thing, which is literally into question," and saying claiming that this is the only logical assumption that we have is literally flawed because that's just a claim. You have no evidence of said claim. I could just call out Hitch's razor, and you will not be able to suffice this thing because you're just going to appeal back to your reason to suffice your reason, which is also a form of bucking begging the question.
Hold on. People saying that I'm talking too fast, so I'll just speak slowly. And I think that you're not understanding my argument either, so I'll just speak slowly. But basically, again, the fundamentals of my argument is just saying, or the basis, or my argument in whole is just saying that he has the ability to manipulate imagination and bring it forth into reality due to multiple statements. You put these set statements into question by just stating this can be hyperbolic. I prove to why this not going to be hyperbolic because of the narrative implications by just showing verbatimly that he has imagination or has a reality. The things that he's shown to have some reality is bringing forth a baseball bat, a baseball hat, and a paint glove into reality. I'm saying there's no other way to assert that, okay, he brought this said thing into reality, and you can, like, let's say you make an assumption and just say, okay, this could be matter manipulation. I'm saying it's not going to be matter manipulation due to the statements that I already have. You can keep saying it's possible of the of the contrary. I'm just saying that the contrary is not going to be over the probable induction that I did give, right? I'm just saying, I'm just saying that, okay, I don't get like why you keep saying that you're putting everything into question and calling out a Hitch's razor if the if the claims is already proven to be the case. The thing that you're putting into question is the claims and the proven claims into question. That's the only thing you're putting into question. I'm just saying I have evidence to support my case to be support my argument to be the case, and your argument is based upon a possible contrary.
So I'm gonna say this one last thing because you just repeated yourself. Basically, I don't need to show any likelihood. I'm the one that's not on the affirmative here. You're the one on the affirmative here. So if I pointed out the claim that you don't have any probability for your said action, and you're just going back to appealing to this fake ass probability that you think you have, well, I already explained to you why you wouldn't have any probability, and you keep making the claim that there's no logical assumption to assume that it's something else, which is just a claim, which you can't prove. I already told you that once again. You're just going to go back to your reason and suffice your reason, which is another form of begging the question. It's just flawed on your end. So I don't think we need to say anything else here, and we could just get a judgment.
All right, sure. Kura said good conclusions on D1.
Anyways, D1 won, so like, who wants to debate?
Wait, you want to debate judgment?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, what do you think D1?
Hold on, wait.
No, I'm just
we could
playing.
go.
Wait,
I'm not
he's
debating.
not
The
judging.
nightmare shin for the win.
But Kura, you said give Kura, Jesus Christ, D1. Kura said give judgments, but slowly.
Yeah, because I'm moving.
He wasn't listening. Like
No,
this
he
is
said he
why-
was. He said he was listening, but like to adequately like give reasoning or give judgment, he needs to like actually. We just need to re-give conclusions because he's writing it down, I guess.
Okay, you can go ahead and conclude.
He's one
Okay.
shot, Sonic.
But basically, my argument is dependent upon him having
Or
subjective
the
reality.
car was one shot. Sorry.
Okay, but my argument is dependent upon him having subjective reality manipulation. D1 put into question the scans by just stating, I don't think he has subjective reality manipulation. This can be hyperbolic. So I said the reason to support that he has subjective reality manipulation is the implications inside of the narrative by him showing him bringing forth a paintball.
Yo,
not
he's one
paintball,
shot.
a paintbrush, a baseball cap, and a baseball into reality. And I said
Movie.
that we are using to support this to be the case, we can just induct this as going to be subjective reality manipulation via the the fundamentals of my argument, just saying that it's going to be subjective reality manipulation, and the basis to this why it's going to be the case. It's just him bringing stuff from reality, or him bringing forth something into reality, and the only logical assumption we can go off of is just it's from his imagination. D1 is just on the possible contrary by just saying this is a hyperbolic statement or hyperbole, which I'm saying
You
doesn't
get him?
defeat. Hold on, which I'm saying
He
doesn't
ran
defeat
away.
because my argument.
Hold on, they giving. Let me mute y'all right quick.
I bet I'll go on me. I'll go on.
All right.
Smoothie. Restart and slow down.
What?
Please. Oh,
Wait,
I'm
okay.
already talking too fast. Hold on. Let's restart it.
Okay, yeah, my argument is just dependent upon him having subjective reality manipulation. I showed the scans. He said these scans are put into question because he believed it to be hyperbolic. I said it's not going to be hyperbolic with the statements, with the multiple entailments of the statement. If one, it just says that he can bring imagination to reality. The other just says that he can transcend imagination. I'm saying all of these multiple implications would just support that he has subjective reality manipulation. I said I'm using transcendence and manipulation to be interchangeable because both anime and manga are using these said things. I said to transcend said something, you're not subjugated to it, and to manipulate something, you're logically not subjugated to the said something that you're manipulating. He said this could be hyperbolic. I provided the scans to show that it's not hyperbolic by him bringing forth, let's say, a baseball bat, a baseball cap, and a paintbrush into reality. And I said the only way to support on the only logical assumption that we can go off of is just saying that got brought forth from his imagination due to the multiple methodologies that I'm positing, right? I'm saying he can see, and his argument towards that is just saying I'm using the same evidence to what's already put into question. But the only thing that's put into question is just the scans, which I already said is going to be more probable to accept. He's just saying it's not going to be more probable because he's positing a possible contrary. I'm saying that possible contrary is not going to defeat all of the claims that I stated that have different methodologies.
Oh,
Okay.
Hold on, D1. Let me finish typing this out.
Wait, Red Dust, this nigga Ice is retarded.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Ice is better than you, but D1 won, so
Ice will lose.
No, he wouldn't. Like I already debated Ice, and from like the 5 minutes we had conversating, he's better than you.
You lose to me every time.
You can think that, but
I know that's why it's being vocalized out of my mouth, retard. I know I can think that.
I'm just saying you're able to hold that opinion, but I got judgment every debate. So
No,
like,
yeah.
well,
Wait, hold on.
you
Hold on.
lost.
Name one competent person that gave you judgment.
Gios and Tensei, two people.
Wait. When did Gios and Tensei give you judgment?
Yeah, sir. Remember when a Repellent also said I won, and then we asked
Repellent
Gios
never.
for his
Yeah, when I
opinion?
asked Repellent, hold on, because it's funny that you brought that up. Because when I asked Repellent, he never said that you won.
When he said I won the point on the topic, he did, and y'all was arguing for like 20 minutes.
No, what? No. He said
you forget.
No. Repellent said he's trying to understand your argument in a different interpretation. That's when we and him was arguing the interpretation that he was positing, retard. He never said that you won.
Yes, he did. We can't wait. Doflamingo was there, and we literally asked Doflamingo and
no. Repellent.
What are you talking about?
Wait, yeah. Repellent never said that you won. Repellent just posited a different interpretation of your argument. You retard. That's not him saying that you won the argument.
He literally said he was saying the same thing I said. That's what he was saying. You were saying, oh, he was so
again. He thinks that's the interpretation of your argument.
I don't care about you losing to me. Like,
no, I know you don't care because you're getting like blitz in this conversation right now.
Bro, what do you? Oh my god, this is why. All right, you need to take a break off court, my nigga. Like
what? Because you want to argue with me? Like I guarantee none of you can give reasons to why D1 won. Like what the shit?
Yeah, sure, I can give reasons. All you did was beg the question. Your whole entire
so yeah, then I'll just ask you this because I know you're incompetent, right? So what argument that I gave was like what premise that I gave was the conclusion and premise.
You have to do that later.
When D1 already put all of that into question, he's saying he already gave a different possibility that could happen. You said it's the only logical possibility that could occur, and he already interpreted another possibility that can occur within the series.
So no, like Shane, you actually have to listen with your big baboon ears, right? So no, when he said that he put something into question, the only thing that he put into question was the scans verbatim and statements and verbatim entailments. I said it's gonna hold on, Gios.
No, that's not.
Dion, hold on. Wait, Dion, hold on.
I wanted to get my conclusion. I can do that later. You can do that later. I want to talk to the judge about the debate.
I'm discussing with Shin right now.
Hold on. You can go ahead.
You can do that later. Yeah, you can do that. No, you can do that later. I want to get this over with. Y'all can debate later. So can I get my conclusion now?
Wait, he said he wanted me to validate if that's what I'm talking about. Luffy has subjective reality and put it into question because he believes them to be hyperbolic, with the implication which supports it using transcendence and applied the inchangeable with some reality. Some points of D1 said those scales are already put into question.
Bro, stop talking in that beep ass voice, nigga. You not me.
Oh, I'm back.
Why do you gotta read it out?
I'm
Can you not read
trying to
it
read.
again, bro?
Hold on, D1 says that these can
Anyway,
to question. Yeah. Then you gotta add more. It's just basically me saying that he didn't put the last guess into question. He just said us begging the question, which I already told him. The premises are not assumed in one. The conclusion is not assumed in the premises at all. You're missing a
Say that
little bit.
again.
But you are right, I guess.
Say that again.
No, I just told him that the premises, none of the conclusions is assumed in one of the premises, or the premises are not assumed in one of the conclusions. The premises and the conclusions are not tautological. I'm giving the basis to why the premises are going to be more probable to accept. He's giving a possible contrary.
All right, can go now.
Oh, Shin, you can come get beat up in a minute. It doesn't matter. Oh, do you want to get your conclusions?
Hold on. And then the premises.
Yeah, I think
Anything
it's epistemic humility.
Oh man.
Yeah, stop mumbling.
Okay, this is pretty much.
All right. First one to beat Sonic in a debate gets premium nitro. Go.
And $30. Go.
That's it. That's right. That's it, right, Smoothie?
Hold on, let me read it. Did you write
I
anything
know
else?
most y'all don't have $30.
Yeah, I'm about to go to We Need a Drink.
Yeah, this most of it. Yeah, this all the things that you probably need.
RD, when you next.
Okay. Thank you. So just to be clear here, Smoothie started off by saying that his character has subjective reality, right? I asked him what does he mean by subjective reality. He says that anything that he imagines that he can bring into reality. But for my argument here, I'm claiming that if he imagines himself winning, right, that he'll be able to win. He can bring that into reality. So when I at first asked Smoothie, I said, so if he imagines a contradiction, can he bring that into reality? He said he doesn't see any contradiction if his character can actually stand a contradiction that he could bring that into reality. Well, I told Smoothie that I already told you the problem with that is saying that bringing something to existence and not existing at the same time is something that's not existing. It's something that has no properties. If you have no properties, you can't cause something, okay? Because you're not in existence itself. You need something preceding existence in order for it to be caused, okay? He says, well, I don't see any issue with that. He just repeated himself by saying he doesn't see any issue if his character can coherently understand the contradiction, why he couldn't bring that into reality, right? Then we went on and told Smoothie that I disagree with the claim that anything he imagines he can bring in reality. And that first argument is just show the doubts and the reason into why that reason is flawed. So then we proceeded by the Smoothie literally saying, well, there's various fucking statements by the author and various implications that have literally shown that Luffy can anything that he imagined he can bring into reality. I tell him, how does he not know that those things already was in reality itself? Okay, he said, well, he doesn't have a problem with these things already being into reality if Luffy imagines him that he can just bring them into reality. I said, well, bringing something into reality is something that's not existing. It didn't exist by you imagining it. Okay, so I told him that was an issue with his fucking argument there because you're claiming that this thing, anything that he imagined, he could bring into existence, not things that are already existing itself. Okay, so that was one flaw in his fucking argument. Then I told him, well, he's begging the question here because if I'm calling all these scans into question and I'm showing you that these scans could just be hyperbolic, there will be no consistency and no probability. And I gave him the analogy about saying that a cat fucked a dog, right? There could be multiple statements about people saying that a cat fucked a dog, okay? If there is no external evidence or any way to justify why the cat fucked the dog from these statements, then we wouldn't claim that the thing is probable or valid for us to say so. He never attacked that analogy. He just moved on to say, well, where there's various multiple implications of him said doing said thing, which goes back to the earlier argument about if he's whether doing this said thing that he's claiming that the statements are claiming that he's doing. And he just said, well, based off the various implications of fucking statements of him doing said thing, we could just this is the only logical assumption that we can assume. I say no, this is not the only logical assumption that we can assume. There are multiple things that we can literally assume, which I gave him multiple interpretations that's leading to these other assumptions that we can literally have. He then repeats the fucking claim by saying, well, based off the implications, the various arguments, and the thing of him doing said thing, that he has the probability, so it'll be inductively shown that we should accept this thing rather than your who has no probability. And I told Smoothie that, well, you don't have any probability because all the things that you're claiming are literally put into question and you can't actually justify them. We don't accept things that are not justified. So just because you have several statements does not lead to the probability. I then told him that he was begging the question here. He's just using his own reasoning to suffice his reasoning. He hasn't sent any external evidence to actually justify what he is claiming to be the case. And he's just asserting it to be the case. Okay. And I already told him that he's begging the question here. So nothing that he has shown during this debate actually proves his shit. So yeah. One is
Okay,
easy.
Smoothie, did you attack the non-existent into existent thing?
Yeah,
That
I
you-
told him that. Yeah, I told him that wasn't my argument. That's why I said it's the only thing that we can logically assume, or because he didn't understand that. I mean, like adequately assume by like the only thing we can logically assume is that he has subjective reality manipulation because bringing something from nothing is going to be illogical.
That's just the claim again that already was
Or the
called into
statement.
question in the first. Yeah.
Oh, why?
Wait,
Or the statement's just false, right?
Wait, is the
wait.
Thank you. Like,
wait, Kuro,
Yeah.
like
If the statement will lead to a contradiction, we would just take
Wait,
the statement.
Dofi, hold on. You don't have to
I
talk.
know,
Then.
I wrap
I'm
this
not-
up,
I'm not
Kuro.
repetitive.
Wait,
Wrap
Smoothie.
this up, bro. Kuro, do you not have a verdict?
No, wait, I'm confused. Wait, Smoothie, if he's saying that anyway, if he's saying that something that
What
can't be
the
like
hell?
non-existent is already gonna exist within reality, and you just respond with
No, yeah, I agree. Some things that he can bring forth into imagination. That's what I said. How he can imagine the properties of winning. Winning is already existing in reality. So I'm saying he can. I said if the things already exist in imagination, that wouldn't defeat the property of him and bring it forth imagination into reality. I don't see how is that a defeater. But like, go ahead.
What? You're just nigga, he didn't even pose it. He just put that into question. Like he didn't even like propose. Like he didn't have like an alternative interpretation of like that. He just literally was skeptical towards your interpretation.
Yeah,
And
I know. Like,
he kind of poses a
wait,
contradiction
yeah,
too,
Sonic.
right?
I know that he was skeptical towards the interpretation, but I'm saying I'm saying I have more evidence to support mine to be the case. It could be
Yeah, you
like
said more statements. He put all the statements into question. You
I'm
go
saying,
back to the statements.
I'm saying that would just provide my argument being more probable. He could keep saying that it's
oh
all of
my
this.
god.
Hold on. I'm saying he could keep saying this. All of this would
Little
be
tier alert.
hyperbole, but like I'm just saying that mine has more evidence to support it to be the case instead of the hyperbole, the possible contrary. Like,
Okay, wait, hold up. So hold up. So let's just clarify something. Okay, so you have an interpretation, and you're basing your interpretations, like you're trying to like build likelihood for it based off a bunch of statements, right?
a bunch of statements and the stuff that's shown inside of the narrative.
Okay, and then do you want to put into question all of that shit and whether or not it supports it?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, hold on. No, he put into question the verbatim statements and the verbatim entailments. I said I've showed the stuff that happened inside of the manga was just him bringing forth imagination from his imagination.
I call
Yeah,
it.
he
hold
put that
on,
into
hold on,
he
I'm not-
put that into question. He put into
Again,
question whether or not that was like an
I know,
illustration
yeah,
of that.
wait, alien. I know he could put into question, but I said it's still gonna be more it's still gonna be like more charitable to accept that mine's gonna be
That's
more
called
probable.
question begging.
No,
You're
what? How was
appealing
it called
back to the
question
thing in
begging?
question.
Wait,
He's
how?
putting
Okay.
all the scans into question, including the supposed
Oh
feats.
my
You're
God,
appealing
no,
back to the statements and the
wait,
supposed feats.
no, Sonic, you're not understanding. He didn't put everything into question. He put the first two statements into question. When
No, I
he
put
said
everything.
hold
Kinda
on,
judging
wait,
Doki.
hold
This
on,
shit is
D1,
one of the worst
D1,
debates
hold
I've
on,
heard
wait,
in my entire life.
wait, Sonic, hold on. I said he put the first two scans into question. Then when I provided the scans by showing this is going to show there's going to show more probability to assert this is going to be the case of reality. Then he said, okay, that's begging the question.
Obviously
I
lost
said,
the debate.
okay, hold on. Then I asked him, which one of my premises is going to assume the conclusion? Which one of my premises is going to be repetitive towards the conclusions? He didn't answer that. So I said, okay, it's not begging the question, but these bases is the basis towards the premises.
Smoothie. Smoothie. If you're using the scans to justify that's what he's doing for like the baseball glove and stuff, wouldn't that just presupposing something that's already in question?
Thank
You
you.
using that?
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. Like, say for something like this, if he just says, okay, this is going to be a hypothetical, not hypothetical, but hyperbole or whatever, and I said, okay, this is not going to be a hyperbole due to this and this and this, therefore we can assert this to be the case. I don't think that's going to be begging the question.
That is because it's already into
No,
question.
it's
You
not.
just said another thing that's already into question.
Wait, divinity. You're trying to provide or you're trying to build likelihood for your point based off the scans and the supposed feats, right?
Oh, no. I'm saying the scans that he could put the scans into question, but I'm saying if I provide likelihood by just supporting the scans that he put into question, then the scans will already be more probable than his
Well,
possible.
that's a question bag though.
No,
It's
yeah,
not.
Thank you.
He
Yo, can we get a judgment?
questions
Like, I don't like.
A,
Wait, if it's a question, hold on. If it's a question, Beck, can you tell me which one of the premises is going to be assumed in the conclusion? Which one of the premises is going to be repetitive with the conclusion?
that the scans are true.
Yeah.
What? No, I'm not saying that the scans is going to be necessarily true. I'm saying the scans is going to be more probabilistic because of the scans
you're
that are already.
assuming that though.
Wait,
That's
Smoothie,
the
how are you
question
gonna
bag.
induce? Wait, how are you gonna induce the probability without true scans?
Again, I'm saying that. Okay, Jesus Christ, I'm saying the pre-existing scans that he put into
All
question.
talk gonna help the question bag,
Hold the
bro.
fuck on. Hold on. Can you stop talking? But once again,
A
I said he could put into question the first two scans, right? But I'm saying if I provide a basis to the other scans leading into the first scans that he put into question being the case, then I don't see how it's going to be begging the question if the scans that I already. Okay, hold on. If the scans that I'm trying to justify for the first claim that he stated that he put into question to be the case, I don't see how that's begging the question. I just use justification for the
Yeah,
claim.
wait, so Enzo, just to be clear, so you're using what as your basis for the probability of these scans?
Yeah, by it showing Luffy bringing something from by him bringing something into reality. Then I said the only adequate conclusion that we can assume from is just saying that that I said that the thing that he brought forth into reality has to come from his imagination due to the previously existing scans.
Wait,
You
did he
see-
not? Wait, did he put that into question?
No,
Yeah.
he just said it's begging the question. I told him which one of the premises is assuming one of the conclusions.
If I'm calling out begging the question, obviously that asserts that I already called those things into question. That's how begging the question literally formulates. Because when you
D1.
hold on, wait.
It's because you haven't fulfilled your burden. It's because of the analytical
Yeah.
bar. Ergo, you haven't
When
won.
I say that,
Wait, hold on, Wex.
you just
No, I want
you're
you to
just
clarify. What did you say?
hold on, wait. Wex is just trolling right now. So when I say that that's the thing that's what's in question, you're claiming that this said thing is suffice by literally showing other scans that literally appeal to your reasoning by saying that he's bringing these things into reality by literally imagining things. And the said thing that you're using is from is the
No.
multiple statements and the instances that
Oh,
you're
wait,
You
claiming
can think
that he's
No,
doing
no,
said action, which is literally what's in question. I don't understand why we keep repeating ourselves, bro.
No, D1. No, I'm saying the things that you put into question was the previous existing scans. I'm saying the thing that you put into question was the verbatim statements and the entailments. I said I provided why the verbatim statements and entailments is going to be more
With
probable.
what? Another statement?
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't another statement. It was something being shown inside of the anime
Which
or the
one?
narrative. Like,
Which one?
okay,
The baseball bat shit?
the baseball bat and the baseball glove
Yeah,
and the what's name.
all that question as well.
No, I understand that you could try to put it into question, but I said that's not gonna reduce the probability inducing claim. I'm saying that the
It
reason it's gonna be
does.
more probable to accept that mine is gonna be the case is due to multiple narrative implications. I'm saying
And
you
that's
can
okay.
put those
And
into question, but it's not
okay.
gonna defeat anything.
Okay, so the reason why it gets defeated is because you have no probability. You can't have any probability with scans that aren't justified. If I give alternate interpretations about what the scans means and you don't actually disprove that possibility, guess what? It leads down to equal interpretations, meaning that you
It does
wouldn't win
not.
the
It
point.
does not.
Okay,
It does
so I
not.
already told you how this is the case. You
No,
didn't attack that
D1. It does not.
analogy.
No.
No, wait, I was quiet when you were speaking, so
Okay,
please
my
let me
bad.
go.
Okay.
And I already gave you the analogy when I literally said that if a cat says multiple statements or something about a cat fuck a dog, you have no external evidence actually proving why this said thing is the case, which is literally in question. You claim that he can bring this imagination into reality, which is the said thing that's being put forth. You have no probability, you have no consistency because you need a probability with actually scans that you're presupposing that are true. They're not actually claiming that these things are said true. It wouldn't be any probability, no matter how many statements you have. All of them are in question.
Yeah, again, I agree that you can try to put them into question, but hold on. But I agree that you can try to put them into question, right? But I'm saying that's not going to defeat the claims or defeat the
That's the
probability.
claim.
Hold on. I know it's a claim. That's why it's being vocalized. But like, what is it? D1. D1. I'm saying that you can try to defeat the claims, but I'm saying it wouldn't be adequately defeated because the claims already provide a probability-inducing thesis, right?
Wait, stop
I just
repeating
stated-
yourself,
hold on,
nigga.
hold on.
We heard this like
Yeah, we heard
I know.
20
Okay, then
times.
Alien, do you want to discuss judgment?
Yo,
Because
smoothie.
I don't
So
know.
you're
Hold on,
This is why you can't debate smooth brain niggas named
what,
Lean and
nigga? Huh?
Smoothie,
Because
bro.
they can
Like,
actually get an
move
adequate
on,
answer to why he won the point.
bro. Wait,
They
bro.
Yeah,
Seven
did.
people
You're the
say she
only one
lost.
that
Move
thinks you
on.
won. Like,
Wait,
you
no,
don't think
I
that
know
Dylan
you
is.
can.
explained cavalry 5 times.
Okay, so I know that you keep saying that I lost the point, but I'm saying there's no adequate answer or no adequate justification to why I
We know
lost.
you think that, bro. Can you
I
chill
know
out,
I
bro?
think that. That's why it's being
And
vocalized.
no one
Why are
cares. You said that
using
already.
inferiority
Stop
rhetoric?
repeating that line. No
Why
one
are
cares.
you? Why are you keep
Can you
using
stop
inferiority
repeating
rhetoric?
yourself, nigga? We
Why
heard
are
you
you
for like
using
the eighth
inferiority
time.
rhetoric?
Can
Because
you
that's
can you just can you just can you just move on? The
Sonic,
debate's not gonna progress at this
you
point.
want to debate judgment?
I don't want to hear you repeat yourself 9 times in a
I'm
row.
not gonna repeat
So,
myself.
nah,
It
we're
wouldn't
good
be a
after that.
repetition if you actually understand the argument.
Okay.
Can we
Stop
move
being
on?
rock.
Like, can
Okay.
this move on?
Wait,
Like,
no,
why are
hold
we
on.
like?
Wait,
Judge already
what's the
gave
judge's
judgment.
verdict? What's the judge's
I
verdict?
have one more question. D1, how did you put the baseball cap again into question?
Oh yeah, I told him that you didn't hear that, but anyways, I already told him that if this thing, why couldn't this thing just already existed in the first place? Because this whole argument is saying that. Yo, Wex, I'm gonna mute you. Holy shit, you're a troll. Where he at? Where's fucking fat neck ass at? Okay, mute, bitch. Anyways, like I was saying, bro, I already said that this thing could have just already existed in the first place because he claimed that anything that he imagined he could bring into reality. Bring into reality means that it didn't exist in the first place. And I already told him how the properties of non-existing, you don't have any properties, so you wouldn't have anything to actually cause the said thing. All Smoothie does is repeat the said claim is that, oh, we have various implications as fucking statements about him saying that anything that he brings into imagination, he can literally bring it to reality. So it was more probable that, oh, what he's doing is just said thing. That's all he's going to claim, which is what's in question. Fuck.
That was the argument I gave.
Anyway,
Do you want an argument?
just give judgment, bro, please.
Please give judgment, bro.
Like everybody's saying one thing, like it's not that hard. Like literally.
Yeah, just give.
To be fair, I don't
None of them,
really care.
but mind you, none of them would debate me on judgment at all.
Yeah,
They did.
We can debate on
Hold
that.
on, wait,
Yeah,
no,
whoever
no,
wanna
no,
debate
no,
on
no.
Did he say the properties were pre-existing?
Wait, hold up, wait, Divinity.
No, are you saying that
R.
the
Kelly,
properties are being, are already pre-existing?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to hear. Like, is that what he's trying to
I
say?
agree. I agree that the properties are already going to be pre-existing. I agree to that, but I'm saying that's not going to defeat the factor that he can bring forth imagination into reality, even though he can imagine that properties that already pre-exist.
Oh my God, we understand, bro.
Yeah, okay. If you understand it, you stop talking, faggot. Why are you still speaking,
bro? Because you suck, nigga. You lost.
You horrible.
Wait, Divinity. Someone will debate you on judgment. R. Kelly wants to debate you on judgment.
Okay, he can debate.
All right, yeah. So
And Chin.
Can we get the judgment first before we debate?
He obviously lost. He questioned back for like 15 minutes.
Okay, wait. Can we get a debate going? Okay,
Hold on. Let's stop this recording. Let me say this. Hold on.
He hasn't gave the judgment yet. The debate.
Bro, give judgment. It's not hard, my nigga. Say the nigga won. He thinks the nigga lost. He questioned back for at least 15 minutes.
I guarantee. If you say that I lost, I won't argue judgment with you. And if you say that D1 lost, and he should be charitable. Don't argue judgment.
Kuro, do you not listen to debate?
I don't plan on like debating judgment, but like it just depends on like what he said to this. If the properties are gonna be already existent, what is he bringing into reality?
Thank you.
Yeah, the properties are already pre-existing. That's my argument.
Okay, nice.
No, nice question, Bag. What the fuck?
Wait, who's gonna say that?
Okay,
When he says they are already existing, he says he's literally saying that there's nothing to bring forth if it's already forced into reality. So what is
that's okay? Yeah, I know he can say that. Okay, it's
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Hold the fuck
we
on.
We went through this like 5 times, dude. I'm not even trying to be a dickhead anymore. Can we just get a verdict?
Hold on.
You're being way too charitable. You're just like letting this guy ramble for like 20 minutes straight.
Shut the fuck up. Thank you, good boy. But like I said, the properties are
gay.
Okay, I don't give a fuck if you think it's gonna be gay because I dominated you. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, like I said again, bro, like if I say that the thing is gonna be pre-existing inside of reality, but I'm saying that still wouldn't defeat that he can still imagine the said things that already exist inside reality and bring the said things that's already inside reality.
No, it's just not proof, which is what you needed.
I don't give a fuck if you think it's not true, bitch. Why is you still talking?
I never said true. I said it's not proof. You need to listen. This is why you lost and you questioned back for 15 minutes and embarrassed yourself. Right? Everyone thinks you lost for a reason.
I don't give a fuck. Anybody can debate me on why I lost. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm trying to debate you. You're running away.
By what you're saying,
debate on judgment, and you can lose in front of all these people.
Say that, are you saying that, like, let's say I have a couch, right? And I'm bringing another couch into reality.
Yes.
But then yeah, I think Smoothie won. I'm not gonna lie.
That's not his argument, Kuro. You just being a dick rider. But anyways, so his whole argument was